Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, now all the leaders who support this Southwest Security Initiative have said that the aim is to augment. Some have said consolidate current security efforts at the center. And, the Chief of Air Staff has said, renewed the call for all hands to be on deck. So what's the problem with the kind of support Amotekun proposes?
Well, I think the difficulty with the Amotekun initiative is the way it's been casted by the opponents of the initiative. Amotekun as a support intelligence gathering operation is perfectly legal. But as somebody earlier said, policing is on the exclusive list. Section 214 of our Constitution makes it clear that there can only be one police in Nigeria. Now, clearly, if somebody will say, if it looks like a dog, if it barks like a dog, if it walks like a dog, it's a dog. If an agency is set up and seems to copy or want to do what police does, it is police through the back door. So I can understand the fear of the federal government in that sense. I would have thought there are better ways of creating an intelligence gathering outfit within the Southwest that will provide the first, response, capability for the police. That for me will have been the better way to do it than the way it's been done. And more importantly, also, there is no law. None of the states have created law to regulate how Amotekun will work. And the way it's been set up also, I have a fear as to its future. Because if there's no law that establishes in each of these states, how do you appropriate funds for it in the years to come? So it seems it's been rushed, and I think they've not been well advised. But personally, I support Amotekun as an initiative. I just feel it needs to be tweaked a little bit.
Clarify this issue of community policing versus state policing, because when we heard today that the government was willing to even fund community policing, so in some quarters people said, well, that means it's the same thing. It's just a case of semantics, whereas others say community policing, the policy has been approved. What do you think? Is it the same?
Well, community policing is a style of policing which can happen whether it's with the state police or federal police. So state police is when the state controls the police and owns the police. So you can have state police and not necessarily community policing. You can have federal police and community policing. The challenge with the community policing initiative in Nigeria is it's been on for over a decade now. Each Inspector General of Police come on and say, okay, we are doing community policing. But the fact is, they've not been resourced to do it. The police have not been given the resources to do it. And I must say, this current government has given police some resources to actually deliver on these things. That's why I think about 10,000 people are sort of officers who are recruited recently purely to focus on community policing. But my challenge is some will say that is a little bit too late, too little too late from the government. They should have done community policing and funded it years ago. But be that as it may, we are with that. But government needs to fund it, and police also need to change some of their operating procedure. For example, one of the major challenges with community policing over the years has been the police style of transferring staff, officers across states.
Yes.
So yes.
Sorry to have to cut you short there, but some people are already saying that if Amotekun is not allowed to continue, you've said it's an issue of structure, then what about Hisba in the north, set up in that region by the leaders there, and they didn't seem to have this same structure problem or the issue of territorial integrity? What do you have to say about that?
That is a fair criticism, I will admit. It appears as though it's a bit of hypocrisy on the side of federal government in that sense. Well, I mean, somebody will say two wrongs don't make a right, but clearly, I think it will not work when it comes to security if the Southwest governments proceed with this without the support of the federal government. Remember, the police will still be the backbone of this operation. So the Amotekun guys are supposed to see something suspicious, call the police. the police will still have to respond. So the cooperation of the federal government is definitely needed for this to work. It cannot work purely as a state enterprise in that sense. So I agree. Yes, there appear to be dual standard in that sense, but federal government has a lot of latitude when it comes to security.
All right, lawyer and security analyst Dr. Charles Omole, thanks a lot for joining us on the News at 10 all the way from London. Thank you.
Thank you.
And in part